Got them chocolates opening, got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Clear.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Pollard going to try the right side. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll run with Elliott. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Johnson's got it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Check. Bravo.
From the gun, Melvin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, echo. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Melvin. And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Jet bomber. SOS.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Stay with your man.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Wentz. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
64. Hey, Haywood.
To throw on 2nd down. Melvin. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melvin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Empty. Watch the eye. Recon, 152 fighter. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Mike 50.
Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Check right. Watch 85. You better bring it. 82. You better bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hodge. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
74. Mike 5-4. Exit. Hey, Foxtrot. 54. Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 4th down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Back to throw. Melvin. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Melvin. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw. Melvin. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Looking left sideline. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Go!
From the gun, Melvin. And the catch made by Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Number 88. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Melvin. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Get your swerve on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check pass. Check pass.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch this up.
Throwing is Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave?
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 84 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that
it got his man complete. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, high 7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Shoot. Kill. 54. Mike's 54.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Done. 180. Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wentz. Completes it to Samuel. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Wentz now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 36, Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
You draw quarter. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Watch the screen. Forward, Tokyo. 54, right there.
Wentz going to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Don't get nervous.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Here we go. Waiting.
54. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Silver.
Again, it's Wentz. This is caught by Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Trey 15.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
5-9.
Hey.
Wentz now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That's now a second interception. In as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Pollard, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 91 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Throwing now is Wentz. Robinson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Not today, you want. Not today.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Wentz under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Pilot, 64, weak.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.